Hey guys, welcome back to Southern Sky Rabbitry. Today we're going to do a sit-down video and talk a little bit about our YouTube goals, our rabbitry goals, and our breeding schedule between now and June. It's been absolutely crazy here this past week with the wind and the rain, so I haven't been able to record any of the rabbits. So like I said, we're just going to do a sit-down talk and try to go through a little bit of stuff. If you want to run a rabbitry, we do talk a little bit about what to expect. We can go a little bit more in depth in another video if you guys want. So if you want that, just comment below. Tell me what kind of videos you guys would like to see. But if you are new here, we do breed mini Rexes. We breed towards show quality. We do have tries, and we did get us a brindle buck here not too long ago. So I will be starting a brindle program here as well. So if you like any of those, this channel's for you. Just stay tuned. We're going to talk a little bit about our goals. So with our channel goals, I do have some goals in mind. First of all, I want to show my love for rabbits with y'all and hopefully get some more people in show rabbits. Breeding rabbits in general is very hard, and I want to make sure everyone knows that, so they're not just jumping into rabbits. Hey, it's easy, I'm gonna make a lot of money. It's not. So with our YouTube goals is to show the reality of having a rabbitry and breeding towards show quality, and what to find in show quality, what to look for. I am still learning and all this stuff. I do have a mentor that I can ask questions to. So if you are trying to do rabbitry to show rabbits, find you a mentor. It's very important. But as far as the channel goals, I would like to have a lot of subscribers. My goal at the end is at least 500, so we do get the creative account. I don't want to make it seem that I'm just after y'all's money, because it's not. If I do make it to the creative account, it's going to go straight to the rabbits. I do have a lot of updating that I'm going to talk here in a few minutes that I need for the rabbits, for the general area and the rabbits, what my goals is for the future of the rabbitry. But like I said, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So all my subscribers who's already subscribed, thank you very much. It does mean a lot. It means a lot for people to watch my videos, comment, subscribe, like them. It shows me, guys, the love and support that I need to continue what I'm doing. That's pretty much all I got for the channel goals. Like I said, mostly it's for showing y'all how it is to actually run a rabbitry and how it is to get to show quality and how hard it is and all the above, honestly, because it's not easy. I thought it would be a little bit easier than it is. It is not. Way harder than I thought. I've actually been to one show, and that was basically just to pick up some show rabbits. But I did try to show one of the does that I have gotten while I was at the show. It was fun. I'm excited. I like to win. Would like to win a blue ribbon here and there, and best in show and best of the breed, and maybe go to the convention, up in Tennessee, because we are in North Carolina, so our convention, I don't know if it's all the way the East Coast, that convention's in Tennessee. I'm pretty sure it is, but don't quote me on that. But I would like to go to the convention at least once and show a couple rabbits, get my rabbits to that point to show them in a convention. But I do have some rabbit shows coming up this year I would like to go to out in Smithfield. Since my parents are down that way, I can just easily stay the night at their house, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I can get some rabbits to show there, or at least go and show you what a show actually is and how it is run. So that's pretty much it for our channel goals. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm still trying to learn how to talk on camera. But that's pretty much on our channel goals. We're going to go ahead and go to our rabbitry goals. For our rabbitry goals, it's pretty simple. We're going to continue breeding towards our show quality and breed generally to mini Rex standard quality. We don't have a lot of mini Rex breeders around here, so getting to that goal is going to be very difficult. Most people would have to ship out of state, and that's like an extra $80 to do that on top of the price of the rabbit, which is, luckily I haven't had to do that just yet because my mentor lives about 30 minutes away, and that's where I get most of my rabbits from. So I haven't had to run into that issue just yet, but I have a feeling I will later on, so really not looking forward to that. For our major updates, we're going to be switching out cages from our store-bought Tractor Supply cages to a better quality cage. We usually get them from Bass Equipment cages. You can update the wire to a 14 gauge bottom, which is better for their feet. You'll run into less feet problems, less sore hocks, less problems in general. So we're going to be switching a lot of our cages to that, and it's going to take a while. Each cage is about $60. I usually can get 2 cages with all the updates from our 14 gauge update, and then we're going to do swing outdoor update on the cages as well. I do have 2 equipment cages here from them, but the doors swing up. I don't like it. We're going to do the update to first swing outdoor. So keep that in mind when you're buying cages. If you want a swing up door, which is kind of difficult for me to take in and out a nesting boxes, and I don't like it, so we're going to do swing outdoors. But I can usually get to about 140, which is a lot for me because I don't make a lot. So we're going to have to do small updates with the cages as money comes in. And we're also going to do some updates on the rabbit general area. It's a muddy mess, especially after it rains, and I'm always sliding. I'm always getting mud on my shoes. My shoes are not wide anymore. So we're going to do a stepping stone pathway type thing. I do believe that's how I'm going to do it. So that's going to be a long project in itself because they're about $5 to $10 a stepping stone for the size that I'm wanting. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do all that hopefully by the end of the year. I do want one day to have a building to put our rabbits in that's temperature controlled. We are planning on to move here sometime. I don't know if I'm going to get the building here or hold out and try to wait until after we move. If the building don't come in the time manner that I would like, I would be getting 2 10x10 dog kennels and putting the rabbits in those, expending my little space because now we don't have a lot of space where my rabbits are. So I am trying to keep my rabbit numbers under 220. That's not including the litters because litters come and go. I mostly sell my babies because they're not all going to be show quality. So for our main breeders, it's going to be under 20. I am planning on adding another breed or 2 to our rabbitry. I'm not sure which breeds I'm going to go with yet. I am going to get a bigger breed, either it'll be New Zealand, Rex, some sort of that. But I'm not going to keep a lot of those. I'm probably going to keep 2 does and a buck to keep that kind of small, because I do like my bigger rabbits as well as my smaller rabbits. I'm thinking about adding in a Holland Lops VM marked with the blue eyes. Those do seem pretty well too, and my boyfriend does like the floppy ears on them guys. Personally, I love my mini Rexes. So we'll stay tuned and see what happens with that as well. So most of our goals is just to clean up, do small updates like the bowls and the cages, and then can fix the mud issue. If you didn't see my last video, we did switch out the water bottles. If you do plan on switching to those water bottles, keep an eye out on how much your rabbit's drinking. The ball to get the water is very difficult if the rabbit is not trained to do so. My rabbits were not trained to actually try to push in the water bottle instead of just licking it around and it moves and lets out the water. They hated the bottles. They absolutely hated them. they didn't drink a lot. I was starting to get worried about them becoming dehydrated, so I switched them back to the Walmart brand water bottles like I talked in that last video. It is going to take longer to fill up the water bottles because I have to unscrew and screw back and put them back, but the health and quality to my rabbits are more important than having easier water bottles and them not drinking a lot and then running into them being dehydrated and passing away because of dehydration. So we went back to the regular water bottles. I am going to keep them and try to train on my new litters to that certain water bottle to kind of help a little bit. But if we have to stick with our Walmart bottles, it's not that big of a deal. It's just going to take more time to refill them. They aren't priced, they're about $4 or $5 a piece right now. So I can keep extra on hand, but they do tend to break easy, so be prepared, have extra on hand if you go in that route. That's pretty much it for our rabbitry goals that I have in mind as of right now. I'm sure I'm going to add some more here soon. So stay tuned for that. We're going to go ahead and talk about our breeding schedules now. So let's jump to it. So far, our breeding plans is pretty simple. I'm going to be breeding between now and June before it gets too hot. I do plan on breeding 4 of my does. Possibly this week. I am trying a new technique on them with apple cider vinegar. People swear by it. It helps boost their fertility. I know I said I wasn't going to breed Daisy, but she's still young. I am going to try this technique on her. Maybe it gives her a boost to be able to get pregnant. If not, she will be retired, and she most likely will be staying here because I've been looking into some bigger cages for her to fulfill her retirement. She's not even 2 yet, which is kind of surprising that she hasn't had another litter since Spot and S'mores, and that was last August, I think. It's kind of weird, but everyone's been having issues about breeding rabbits here lately, and they're trying to track down what it is. Either it's feed related or environment. I'm not entirely sure, but we are trying to crack down on what it is and try to fix it. A lot of our times our bucks weren't wanting to breed, or if they did want to breed, none of our does wanted to lift. If they did lift, they didn't take. It was a whole ordeal. A lot of people are complaining about it on my breeding groups on Facebook. So I'm hoping that this apple cider vinegar will help with them. Like I said, I'm going to breed 4 of the does. So I'm going to breed Daisy, or Jim's Charlie, who was bred last time and didn't take. Our S'mores, since she's coming up on 6 months old now, so I'll be breeding her right as she turns 6 months old. And our other tri-doe, who was due 3 days ago, I'm going to wait to 40 days before I breed her. So they're all going to be spread out a little bit. I am going to breed our brindle buck to Jim's Charlie and to S'mores, I do believe, and then I'm going to breed Spot to our other tricolor doe. Either tricolor doe or Jim's Charlie, because Spot is heavier color. Jim's Charlie isn't very colorful as per se for a tri, so I might breed them 2 together to see if they can get more heavier spotted babies out of them, because I really don't like keeping very minimum colored tries in our program. I like the heavier spotting. But that's pretty much all of the breeding plans that I have in mind between now and June. We don't breed through summer. It's very hard on our does. Imagine trying to carry a baby through 90, 100 degree weather. It's not pretty. It's very hard on them. And then you got to worry about the new litter overheating because of all the fur. You have to take out the fur to make sure they're not overheating. Constantly coming out here and checking on them. It's just harder in general to breed in the summer months. So I'll be probably rebreeding at the end of August, where it starts to cool down. And as far as the bucks go during the summer, if it's over 80, 90 degrees, they can go heat sterile, which is not pretty. It's very hard to get them back. And sometimes it comes back naturally when it starts getting cooler. Sometimes you have to give them some kind of supplement to help that progress. I did run into that last year with our other buck that I had sold. They're S'mores and Spot's dad. His name was Bentley. He went heat sterile, and he went to another farm for a pet. So it's very hard on dozing bucks in general. But like I said, running a rabbitry is not all fun and games. It's nice to have cute babies. It's nice to go to shows. It's nice to make friends. And by friends, you make some friends, but most of the time you make enemies. Don't let anyone run you off of a show. I've had that issue before. I had someone come and badmouth me and practically scared me from going to shows, but after talking to my mentor, she made it better, and hopefully I'll be going to shows this coming year. There's about 3 near my parents' house, so I'm hoping to at least go to 1 or 2 of those if I can get down there in time. With the rabbits, since we only got 1 car, it's kind of difficult. So that's pretty much all the big stuff that's going on this year. I am selling one of our babies today or tomorrow that I thought I was going to keep. I did take her out yesterday and compared her to her mom. Her mom is better quality, and the goal is to breed better than the parents. So if they're not better than the parents, don't keep them. And that's what I'm doing. I am going to keep our buck though, because I only got 1 more pedigree buck, the brindle, and I'm trying to keep mostly pedigree rabbits in a rabbitry. So even though the baby buck is not better than the mom or the dad, he is going to stay just because he is a tricolor, he is pedigree, and it will help me towards having all pedigree rabbits. So he'll be bred when he's 4 to 6 months old, depending when he is ready, to one of our does, and if one of their babies is better than our buck, then our buck will be leaving. He's gorgeous. I'm kind of iffy on the name, but right now his name is Milo, and you have seen him on here as well. He's a pretty boy, but he'll be staying for now until I can get something better out of him. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm going to jump off here and go clean up some, since it's finally nice out here today. So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. It means a lot. It helps me go towards my goal of having a creator account on here and helping our updates this year as well. So if you haven't done it, please do so. It means a lot. If you're here from TikTok, hi guys. If you haven't been to our TikTok page, it's under Southern Sky Rabbitry. You can like us on there as well. I do shorter videos on there. I'm trying to do a little bit longer videos on there as well with more updates. I am going to be doing a video at least 5 to 7 days on our YouTube channel, depending on weather and the time frame and all the times that I have life. So I'm going to try to post between 5 to 7 days every week. I ain't going to be just doing shorts throughout the week. So if you haven't watched any of our shorts, please do so. If you haven't been to our TikTok, like I said, it's under Southern Sky Rabbitry. You can watch those, subscribe. It's a little bit longer videos than what YouTube shorts are. They do a little bit more updates throughout the week versus a 60-minute or 60-second video on Facebook. So, like I said, if you haven't been on our TikTok, go there, like our page, start following us. Hopefully we have some more babies coming up soon. Like I said, I'm going to be breeding this week. Well, it's starting this week, hopefully. But that's it for today's video. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.